I'm sitting here with William Sprakel from Storekeeper, who's very kindly agreed to do the Jar of Destiny. He doesn't know what the Jar of Destiny is.
I don't know what the Jar of Destiny means yet.
Well, you're going to find out.
But I like my Destiny anyway, so it's good.
So, first things first, I've actually just been around to their stand here at the Dublin Flaghaven to have a look at their solution. Tell us a little bit about Storekeeper, what you guys do, why it's so interesting, and tell us about what it's integrated to too.
What
it's integrated to. We're talking shopware.
Then it gets interesting. So Storekeeper is an all-in-one platform for retailers. Could be online, offline, so web shop or physical stores. What we basically do, we bring the whole total omnichannel perspective to one system.
Yep.
And we recently launched our shopware integration.
Did you?
It is amazing. We already have a waiting list. Like we only launched for the Benelux in Germany now.
Yep.
There is a waiting list for outside the Netherlands and Germany already. We have agencies already approaching to us, and like we didn't really expect it. We weren't even live in the store yet, and we already got poached. So that's really cool.
Well, I have to say, since I've been involved with shopware, we have been begging for point of sale integrations. Begging. I mean, there are a couple of other ones. One in the Nordics, which they haven't quite got their act together in terms of marketing outside the Nordics yet. They're a good solution too. And you guys, so I mean, it's absolutely fantastic that it's in place. I have had a look at it. It looks really chipper. Really exciting.
And we're available in the Shopware App Store, so you can just search on the apps, on the extensions. We're there.
Yeah. And you've got UK currency pounds coming sometime soon, right?
Yeah, in Q3 we will launch the whole terminals and payments for the UK too, for every non-euro. So now we can service every euro country. So basically Germany, Belgium, France, Spain. It doesn't really matter. Everything in euro we have. We have the integrated platform. We work together with Pay for this. So we have Storekeeper payments, but under the hood it's Pay, but we have all the integrated payment solutions that you basically have your single-click payment experience. It means your refunds on your POS terminal also goes through your PIN terminal back, and everything is integrated.
And loyalty?
Loyalty also.
Yeah, does it integrate?
It doesn't integrate with the shopware integration we have yet. So you can use the flow builder type functionality. Yeah. When the time comes, that could really help. Yeah, basically we have this for WooCommerce and Magento, and we are really eager to add, and for ShopTrader, and we are really eager to add this for shopware as well. Mm-hmm. But we first wanted to give the shopware community at least a POS, which they've really been begging for. I have to give a shout out, if I can, to Jelle Sprangers, because he has been pushing us. He's working for Pay. Yep. He has been pushing us like hell. Thank you, Jelle. It's officially on tape now. Thank you, because he has been pushing it. The people at Pay were saying, you need to do a POS for shopware.
You're not wrong. Right, now's the time, the big moment for the Jar of Destiny. As you may have seen, it's not really a jar, it's more of a pot of something.
I'm quite sure if you drink this, it's also a jar.
It's anything that's jar shaped as a jar.
Yeah, it's a jar.
So what you want to do is you want to dig deep into the bottom of the jar, pull out a question. You have to read out the question. Okay. And then you have to answer the question. You have to do all the hard work. I do all this easy stuff.
Oh wow, this is a cool question. So when did you get involved in e-commerce?
Yep.
That's a long time.
Okay, go on. Tell us about it.
So I'm now 37, and
I'm 37 too.
Yeah, that's. We're like 3 years apart. We could have been brothers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Maybe with a bit of a 3 years difference.
So tell us a story. How did you get involved?
Yeah, basically I think the first web shop I did was when I was 16 or 17.
Yeah. A precocious teenager.
Yeah, it was. I was already building web shops for others.
Yeah.
And I think that's like 22 years ago. So we're talking about 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
And the first really big e-com project was a custom-made e-com project for a multinational, in fact. And I think, we did a custom Buckaroo implementation. So there were no real good commerce solutions yet. We're talking 2003. So that's. I think I've been in e-commerce for 20 years now. And I have also
longer than me. Gosh.
Yeah. And thank you. And I always was wondering why there were no standard integrations. There were nothing out of the box, like off the shelf. And like, I think 5 or 6 years ago, I was already speaking with a few, or maybe 10, I was speaking to people saying like, why is it not integrated? And I said, yeah, but you have this Magento thingy, and then it generates a CSV file, and it goes to your POS, and that works. I'm like, dude, that doesn't work. And they said, yeah, but it works. So I was like, okay, I'll do something else. So I did other startups in the meanwhile. And I think 2018, we got to the point where we sold a company to Heuting ICT and some other companies we also sold and stopped, and we were like, what will we do now?
Yep.
And I had a talk with Jan, our commercial director at the time, and Jan said like, can you do something I can explain to other people who are not IT minded? I'm like, yeah, maybe we should do the thingy with a retail store and a web shop. And he said like, oh yeah, that one I can explain to other people who are not IT minded. And I was like, hey, I can also now tell on a birthday event or any other event what the fuck I do. And that's brilliant. So 2018, they were like, let's do that. We tried to work with POS vendors, so we just wanted to build a platform behind the web shop, behind the POS. No POS vendor at that moment wanted to work with us. We got quotes for them doing an integration to us, which was like CSV file, nightly synchronization based. It made me cry.
I like those file-based integrations.
Yeah, they always work.
At least they were robust. Exactly. And if they didn't go across, the file was still there. You know, it's still there. It didn't go.
I mean, file-based integrations. I mean, I did those when I was like 18 for DPD, and they worked. And that time it was proper.
Yeah.
Then you did a CSV file, and they take the CSV file, and then it worked. But that's like 20 years ago. Like, if we would like try to pretend we're in a modern era, where cars.
There is a place for progress in this industry.
Yeah, it's like brilliance. Like, it's really normal that you have more than 1 horsepower in a car now, but there are still CSV file-based integrations. So basically, I was telling to people, and everybody said like, oh no, that's not possible. You cannot do that. So that's the moment I start thinking, of course, and that's where I get on. Like, that's when I get my groove on. So we started building. We did the first store with a web shop, with a WooCommerce integration, and everything from the beginning where we would be managing it.
Yep.
And we had no market focus. It was brilliant. So we did supermarkets, beauty salons, basically anybody who needed a POS, not even a web shop. And nowadays we focus. Like 2-3 years ago, we started to get focused. So we do fashion and IT, which is basically, I would say, 90% of the online market. So that's quite good. Liquor stores, of course, also work. And nowadays, like we have everything an e-commerce person wants. Like, everybody who goes to an agency nowadays, like, I have a store, I want to have a web shop, make it integrated, and everybody was like, that's not possible. We need to. And then there is, of course, we have great vendors in our space who are like 20 years in the market, and they try to do something, but they have Windows architecture. They're not future-proof. We are like cloud first. We are scalable. We do 2 million products is no problem with us.
And you've got some quite big chains coming on your platform right now as well, with some multiple locations and all that, right?
Yeah, we have multiple locations. We're starting to do settable currency. So basically, there's so much development now. We're becoming a bigger company. There's sales goals. Yeah, we really started in the Netherlands, of course. We got German certified a year ago. Like, you can do POS business everywhere in the world without a license.
Except
for the Germany, you need to be GOBD conform and Finanzamt geprüft and everything. It's brilliant. So, but it's at least really predictable, and it's like punktlich, and they have even a Ministry of Information Security, which in a sort of way is scary and good at the same time, I guess. So, but I'm really proud of them.
Rather like most of this industry that we're in, isn't it? Scary and good at the same time.
So, but it's brilliant, and I've been loving the journey. So, yeah, I guess it's like 20, 21, 22 years of e-commerce now. So that means...
Quick one, a quick supplementary question before we finish, because this is going to be the longest one we've ever done.
Sorry.
Don't worry. A bit of length is good every now and then, and a lot to say. If you were going to give your teenage 16-year-old self a piece of advice from your old self to your young self, what would it be?
That's a hard one.
You can do it.
That's really a hard one. I would be...
would it be drink more beer?
No, it would not be...
Would it be...
No, I think I have it. It would be humble to advise and always try to read the intention and the aim and weigh it on this level.
I think that's better than drink more beer.
Yeah. I think it's a good one as well.
To our audience out there.
But there's so much people who will tell you stuff in life. They will always do it from their perspective, so they always mean well. I truly believe that. There's no bad intent advice.
Sometimes a bit of ego advice.
Of course, if you did this 20 years ago, So we're in a new era. Be aware of the era. Be aware of that advice is always from a person at a certain condition, and always wait, but always respect it, because it always comes from great intentions.
Good answer. William, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.